installed 4 logs today, just in today's little sawing, and the boards are over there. If you look down, there's a pile of stickers. That was 1 log. I got 16 stickers. And I still have these 3 logs to go. But these log dogs on this sawmill, let me go roll the carriage back. These log dogs are absolute junk unless you take that bolt right there. There used to be an eye bolt in that. And what happened was the eye bolt would stick out past the edge of the tracks, and it would hit the post on the mill when I had very large logs on it. Like if I had a 12-inch log, the eye bolts would stick out so far that it would hit the side of the mill. And so what I did was I took the eye bolt to the hardware store and got 1/2 inch by 2.5 inch hex bolts, and those screw right in there. Now, before I did that, if I had to use a large log, if I needed to saw a large log, I would have to set this triangle in the tracks and screw through the holes into the end of the log and make my first cut, and then I could unscrew it and then turn the log over upside down and let it rest on the flat part and cut it. Otherwise, because my dogs wouldn't wrap around it with the eye bolts, because the eye bolts stuck out past the wheels and the tracks of the post of the sawmill would hit it. So, I mean, even if you cut like big logs, you still have to use those. Like if you put a 17-inch log on it, you're going to use it. And then you have to raise the dogs up, turn the log, and then raise the dogs up like that. So you can, like if you want to cut dimensional instead of live edge, you make the flitch off the top, turn it 180 degrees, and take the flitch off the bottom, turn it 90 degrees, and set the dogs up. So that way the dogs are holding the log up at 90 degrees, and then you run your screws through the triangles into the end of the log, and that holds it up. Then you can take your flitch off and turn it 180 degrees and take the flitch off, and then you don't have to use your dogs no more if your log is wide enough to be able to stand up with the force of the blade running through it. It's just the way I do it. You don't have to do it my way, or you know, if you have a better way. I want to build some fixtures for this thing, because I get a lot of 2-foot stuff to cut, and it won't quite reach between my bumps. I think like 30. Well, it may be 24. Anyway, if I use that short stuff, I can't use my triangles or my dogs. So I want to build some fixtures to be able to hold it while I cut it. And I can also take log benches and turn them upside down on there and just hold them down and chop the legs off and make the legs even. That's another plus of having a sawmill, is that you can do all kind of weird stuff with it. But it's a little 6.5 horse motor. 18 inches is the maximum log you can put on it, and 8.5 feet is the longest log I'll fool with. I'd rather not fool with them that long though. I like to keep 5 or 6 because I don't build 8.5 foot long stuff. And the distance between my guides is 15 inches. On the Hudson blade guides there, it's only 15 inches. But so on big logs I have to take and square them up and get them down less than 15 inches, and then they'll fit through my guides. Then I can make my 1x12s or 2x12s or 3x12s, or if I want to make 4x4s, I can do that. Anything you want to make, dining room table legs, 3" by 3" post for them, and you can use a joiner to mill them. Put a flat side on it and turn it 90 degrees to the flat side, and then run it through the planer with the flat side down, and that'll take them on in for you. Get them square. I've done that. I've actually built dining room tables and stuff out of lumber that I've sawn on this thing. The logs I'm sawing today, somebody gave them to me. He had them delivered to his house. It was trash from a commercial sawmill, and they were hauling it to the landfill. And he got them to bring it to him, and he don't like to fool with stuff that's really not any small. He likes, 18 inches or bigger, and I like 18 inches or smaller. So, using my Hinder tractor to load it. So that's been a good tractor. It's got 500 hours on it. And this is just the woodworking portion of my company. I also do commercial and residential lawn care. So I'm licensed and insured for that. But this just started out as a hobby for me, and I just do it during the winter and in my spare time, and I do sell my stuff. Okay, this is follow-up video to the videos I shot earlier today. But I sawed 5 logs of lumber and 2 logs that were turned into stickers. And my stickers are 5/4 square, so they're 1.25 inches. But this is the pile of scrap I made just from those few logs. That's the pile of material I made, all 4/4. I think there's 4 1x4s in here. Other than that, it's all live edge, just slabbed out, what I could get out of, so that way I don't have to be dedicated to, if I need a 1x4, I can get a couple of them. Or if I need a 1x6, I can find the pieces that I don't have to cut everything all to the same width. That's the way I do it with these smaller logs, so I can get wider boards out of them and more yield. These are the stickers. The first log got me 15, and the second log got me 25. So I got 40 stickers, and they're 5/4. So that'll be all for now. The sawmill shed's all shut down. The bunks are empty. I got to bring 5 more logs over here tomorrow, and I'll stack this stuff in the morning.